Hi, I'm Chris Taylor. I'm the President and CEO of Great Bear Resources. We're a gold-focused explorer in the Red Lake District of Ontario, and our trading symbol is on the Toronto Venture Exchange. It's GBR. The first thing that investors should be pointed at is the fact that we have 100% ownership of nearly 10,000 hectares of highly prospective property in the Red Lake District. And that's very unusual for a company of our size to have that amount of property in that location. The other aspect of that same point that's really important is that there are no royalties on any of that property. And that's also extremely unique for other companies in the district. The second point would be that we have a very tight share structure. There's only 14 million shares issued and outstanding with Great Bear, and we've made sure that we have our ducks in a row with these projects around ownership, around a lack of royalties, and around excellent results that I'll talk about next. The third point that's really important for investors is that we recently drilled over 10 meters of over 16 grams per ton gold in one of these projects of ours in the Red Lake District. Again, that's 100% owned by the company. There's no royalties on it, and the results that we're generating are not way down deep in the earth. These are about 100 meters from surface, and we expect those zones to extend from surface to over 500 meters vertical depth based on the drilling that we've seen so far. One company that people could look at as a parallel for what we envision for Great Bear would be Pure Gold Mining. Pure Gold is currently exploring the Madsen project, which is a past producer. Some of our claims, our West Madsen properties, are immediately adjacent, like contiguous with Pure Gold's claims. And our other project, Dixie Lake, is about 20 kilometers away. Some of the recent results that have been released by Pure Gold include over 30 grams over about 4 meters. And if you look at that, it's about 130 gram meters in terms of the gold intercept. Recent results from Great Bear include about 10 meters of about 16 grams per ton gold. It actually works out to about 170 gram meters. So comparable results to what you see at an excellent company like Pure Gold, which has a market cap of over $100 million, versus Great Bear, which has a market cap of about $4.5 million and is able to generate excellent gold results in the same district. It's extremely unusual for a company at our stage of being and in that area to have 100% ownership of that much property with those kind of results on it and not have any royalties attached to it. It's the first time that any company has worked at our Dixie Lake project since probably Teck was involved in the 1980s, where there was no divided interest on the property and no royalty that the company had to deal with. So it's an excellent opportunity for investors to fully materialize the benefit of the work that we're undertaking on that project right now. We're headed back into the project in October of 2017. There'll be field crews actively exploring. We'll be doing prospecting work. And as we speak, there's a high-resolution geophysical survey being flown over the project. What we're looking at as a primary target is a structure that we believe is over 15 kilometers long on the Dixie Lake property. And that's where we did the recent gold drilling, including the 10 meters of 16 grams. So what we expect to see is other markers of more mineralization along that structure. We know there's historic drill holes over 2 kilometers away that hit the same style of mineralization, including some intervals that were over 11 grams per ton gold. That's what we're going to be exploring for, is how many zones are there in the project and what are the next steps, because we plan to get back in drilling as soon as we have the data from the current round of work.